Hello, I'm Eviana. In this session, I will explain how to teach scale and sketch to blind students.
Skala dan denah pada siswa tunanetra.
To teach the topic of scale and sketch, you need tactile sketch that blind students can feel. The tools and materials to make the tactile sketch are carton paper. We also need a tracing wheel, braille tools, slate and stylus, paper glue, scissors, marker pen, and ruler. Let us make the tactile sketch first. On the street part, we make some tactile graphic in a form of raised dotted line pattern, so the student can feel the difference between building and street. The result is like this. In order to make the tactile sketch accessible for your sighted student as well, you can draw some lines on the raised part and write letters with marker pen. The buildings on the sketch are represented by squares. So let's draw the lines like this. And the blind students can feel the sketch and sighted student can see them.
Yang mana yang berupa bangunan dan jalanan. Nah, hasilnya akan menjadi seperti ini.
After students have understood and done their orientation to this sketch, you can explain that this sketch is a replica of an actual place. The scale is also written here. With the scale being there, it will give a comparison between the distance in sketch and in actual condition.
Ya, jadi seperti ini. Jadi arah-arahnya bisa diraba oleh siswa tunanetra dan juga bisa dilihat oleh siswa berpenglihatan. Nah, kemudian setelah siswa sudah memahami dan melakukan orientasi dari denah ini, guru dapat menjelaskan bahwa denah ini merupakan
If it is written 1 to 100, it means that 1 centimeter on the sketch represents 100 centimeters on the actual size.
Ini akan memberikan perbandingan antara ukuran pada denah dan juga ukuran pada kenyataannya atau pada ukuran.
Therefore, we can compare the situation when we measure the sketch. What is the actual distance?
100 cm, 1 cm pada denah berarti mewakili 100 cm pada ukuran sebenarnya. Nah, oleh karena itu di sini kita bisa nih melakukan perbandingan atau kita bisa membandingkan. Jika kita mengukur pada denah, berapa ya ukuran sebenarnya di kehidupan nyatanya. Nah, oleh karena itu
We will now try to measure by using braille measuring tape. For example, you can ask the student to measure the distance from Dewi's house to the school.
jarak dari rumah Dewi ke sekolah. Nah, biarkan siswa mencari terlebih dahulu rumah Dewi di sebelah mana.
First, let the student find where Dewi's house is located.
Di pojok kiri atas dari denah. Nah, terus kemudian siswa bisa menandai.
If they still remember during the orientation session, they will know that Dewi's house is on the top left side of the sketch. Then the student can mark it with their left hand. Afterwards, let the student find the school. After the student find the school, let them take their measuring tape. We can make the starting point at the middle point of Dewi's house. From the square representing Dewi's house, put the 0 point at the front of it. Let the student measure the distance to the front of the school. So, what is the distance in centimeter on the sketch?
Akan ada berapa sentimeter jarak pada denahnya?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So the distance is 10 centimeters. From Dewi's house to the school, the distance is 10 centimeters.
Atau di jarak 10 cm dari rumah Dewi ke rumah sekolah memiliki jarak 10 cm.
Now, if we want to find out the distance from Dewi's house to the school in actual condition, using a scale of 1 to 100, that means every 1 centimeter on the sketch represents 100 centimeters in actual condition. So, if the measure is 10 centimeter in sketch, it is easy. Just multiply 10 centimeter by 100. With the logic of 1 centimeter represents 100 centimeter, if it is measured 10 centimeter on the sketch, we can multiply 10 by 100, and the sum is 1000 centimeters. Or if we convert it to meter, it will be 10 meters. So the distance from Dewi's house to the school in actual condition is 10 meters.
Dikalikan 100 dan akan menghasilkan 1000 cm. Atau jika kita ubah satuannya ke dalam meter, berarti akan menjadi 10 meter. Nah, jadi jarak rumah Dewi ke sekolah yang sebenarnya, jadi jarak asli rumah Dewi ke sekolah adalah 10 meter.
Okay, we already get the distance from Dewi's house to the school. Let us try another one. We will try to find the distance from Bayu's house to the bookstore. First, we ask the student to find Bayu's house.
Nah, jika siswa mengingat, rumah Bayu akan terletak di sini.
Bayu's house is located here. Then, ask the student to mark it with their left hand, while their right hand tries to locate the bookstore. Very well. When they have found both, take the measuring tape.
Alat ukurnya. Nah, kita tempatkan.
Ask the student to put the 0 point on the front of Bayu's house. Then ask them to measure the distance to the front of the bookstore. Let's count. 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So, exactly 8 centimeters from the front of Bayu's house.
Nah, jadi tepat di depan rumah Bayu terukur 8 cm. Nah, kita akan
Then,
coba
let's try to find the actual distance.
jarak sebenarnya. Kita tuliskan terlebih dahulu.
You should first write down the distance from Bayu's house to the bookstore. On the sketch, we have a scale of 1 to 100, which means 1 centimeter represents 100 centimeter. So, if the measure is 8 centimeter, we can multiply 8 by 100, and we get 800 centimeters.
Nah, 1 cm mewakili 100 cm. Berarti jika terukur 8 cm, nah, lebih mudah kita bisa tinggal mengalihkan 8 dikalikan 100, berarti 800 cm. Ya, jadi kita mendapatkan jarak asli.
So, we get the actual distance from Bayu's house to the bookstore is 100 centimeter. Or if we convert it to meter, we will get 8 meters. That is it. A sketch can make students to understand scale easier. It is also useful to compare the distance on sketch with the one in actual condition.
Oke. Seperti itu. Jadi di sini Diana dapat memudahkan siswa untuk
The sketch we use can be modified in accordance with places that students are already familiar with. We can apply that to the tactile sketch. We also can adjust it in accordance with their environment. For example, sketch of the class, or the school, or the house of each student. or we can make a tactile sketch of any of them. Well, that's how to teach scale and sketch to the blind students. See you next time and thank you.